Abraham Lincoln's Presidency, a Legacy of Leadership and Unity. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, served from March 4, 1861 to April 15, 1865. His presidency took place during one of the most turbulent and defining periods in American history, the Civil War. Lincoln's leadership, vision, and commitment to preserving the Union made him one of the most revered figures in American history. The road to the presidency. Before his election, Lincoln was a self-taught lawyer and legislator from Illinois. His reputation as an eloquent speaker and his strong opposition to the spread of slavery into new territories gained him prominence within the new Republican Party. In 1860, Lincoln won the presidential election, in part due to the divided Democratic Party, which ran multiple candidates. His victory triggered secession by several Southern states, who feared his policies would threaten their way of life, particularly regarding slavery. The Civil War. Defining his presidency. Shortly after Lincoln took office, the American Civil War erupted in April 1861, when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in South Carolina. Lincoln responded with determination, calling for troops to suppress the rebellion and preserve the Union. Throughout the war, Lincoln balanced political pressures, military strategy, and public opinion. He faced criticism from both radicals, who demanded immediate abolition of slavery, and conservatives who wanted a compromise with the South. Despite the challenges, Lincoln maintained a steadfast commitment to reuniting the nation. The Emancipation Proclamation. One of Lincoln's most significant actions was issuing the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863. This executive order declared that all enslaved people in Confederate states shall be then, thenceforward, and forever free. While the proclamation didn't immediately free all slaves, it transformed the war from a battle for reunification into a fight for freedom and human rights. It also allowed African Americans to enlist in the Union Army, further strengthening the Union cause. Leadership and challenges. Lincoln was a master at navigating the political landscape. He skillfully managed his cabinet, which was made up of both allies and rivals, a team famously described as a team of rivals. He also suspended habeas corpus in some areas, giving the military broad powers to arrest and detain individuals suspected of disloyalty. A controversial but, in his view, necessary measure to maintain order during the war. Despite intense pressure, personal grief, including the death of his young son Willie, and widespread division, Lincoln remained focused on his central goal, preserving the Union at all costs. Re-election and the path to peace. In 1864, with the war still raging, Lincoln ran for re-election. Many doubted he would win, but key military victories, such as General Sherman's capture of Atlanta, boosted Union morale and secured Lincoln's victory over Democratic candidate George McClellan. Lincoln's second inaugural address, delivered in March 1865, reflected his desire for reconciliation. With malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds. Assassination and legacy. Tragically, Lincoln was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth, a Confederate sympathizer, on April 14, 1865, just days after the Civil War effectively ended with General Robert E. Lee's surrender. Lincoln died the following day, leaving the nation in mourning. Though his life was cut short, Lincoln's presidency left an enduring legacy. His unwavering leadership during the Civil War, commitment to emancipation, and vision for a united and just America cemented his place as one of the greatest presidents in U.S. history. Conclusion. Abraham Lincoln's presidency was defined by crisis and courage, with a steadfast focus on preserving the Union, ending slavery, and healing a divided nation. His principles, leadership style, and moral clarity continue to inspire Americans and people around the world to this day.